Welcome everybody to this coaching call today. My name is Gwen Tenney. I am a mindset and leadership coach. I work with athletes, executives, kids, adults, all over the place. So what I wanted to go through today with you is really just a little bit of this book. I wrote it. It's called Mind Games of Rodeo. You've heard about all kinds of different books talking about the inner game of tennis, golf, all kinds of things. But there really wasn't anything out there that I could see that was specific to rodeo. So I wanted to write this book. You can see that it's a very small book. It's very easy. I like to tell everybody it has pictures. So you guys, it's great. Easy read, no big deal. You can read it in a week if you want to. So no pressure on that one. But as we go through this coaching call today, we're going to talk, I'm going to read a little bit from here. So the first chapter is called The Inner Game of Competitors, the inner voice. So sorry, the inner voice of competitors. I did write the book. And let me just read a little bit here first, and then we'll maybe talk about it a little bit. Why is it that some people always seem to win and other people always seem to lose? I've heard every reason in the books. They have the best horse, they have tons of money, they practice over and over again, they're just super lucky. They get better scores because of who they know or what their last name is. They had better arena conditions. The luck of the draw always seems to be in their favor. They were blessed with great athleticism and the perfect size for their event. They have the best coaches for technique and skill. Or they don't really have any good competition. These have all been explanations for why a competitor seems to always win. I agree, there's a bit of validity in each of them, but there is one explanation that rarely gets credit, and it is the one that controls all the others. You're curious now, aren't you? Since you've already read the title of this book, you probably already know it has something to do with your mental game. Good guess. Even more specifically, it is your paradigm, program, or belief system. Your paradigm controls the results in competition, in relationships, and in life. When you understand how it works and how you can change it, you will see dramatic results. I promise. I've seen it over and over again in every age group, from elementary kids to adults. In every walk of life, in every workplace, in every competitive arena, it works. This is what is controlling you and your outcomes and results. So I got a call one evening from a frantic parent. She said, I have been so worried about my son. He is the most respectful kid. He gets straight A's in school and he does well in high school baseball and rodeos. I know. You're probably thinking, what in the world does she have to be worried about? He sounds like an awesome kid. Well, you would be right. But his mom was concerned that her son might be lacking the confidence he needed to handle both the wins and the losses in sports, school, relationships, and life. She was concerned that the frustration she was seeing would stay with him through life if she didn't get him some help to figure out a plan for just simply dealing with it all. So she called me. I've been searching the web for something that might help him. Yours was the first website that talked about the mental game of rodeo amongst all the sports psychology options out there. Do you think you can help? Absolutely, I said. Your son will be fine. I've seen so many kids that are in his same boat. Great kids, high achievers, and competitors that just do not seem to know how to deal with things when they go awry. I can definitely help him. And I will do that by helping him to recognize his own potential and ability to deal with these things simply by changing his mind. I could tell she wasn't really totally convinced yet, but she was desperate and was willing to try anything to help her son. I knew I could help because I knew by her description that his paradigm was telling him one thing while he was trying to accomplish something entirely different. He had a battle within that was causing him complete frustration and confusion, which led to results he didn't really want. You see, understanding how the mind works and that we can actually change our results is the absolute key to success. If children and parents knew this from the very beginning, we would all be living in a very different place today. Someone once said, "No matter our accomplishments, we think well of ourselves only in rare moments." Why is that? It's because we're programmed to believe certain things. People and outside influences determine what we think about ourselves from a very early age. We are actually programmed to believe we are not worthy of success or that success is bad. Often by well-meaning people who don't even know they are contributing to this program, like parents, grandparents, teachers, aunts, uncles. Most people who are highly successful cannot describe why they are successful. They simply do not understand that it's a matter of what they believe about themselves or have accepted as truth in their lives that dictates their thoughts, then their actions, then their results. If you believe that you cannot do something, then the reality is you can't. But if you believe that you can be the best in the world at something, anything, the reality is also true that you can. So who is that inner judge or voice telling you what you can or cannot do? Where does it come from? That's what's in the rest of the book. I can explain to you how it all works and how you can change your game by changing your mind. And that's the first chapter in this book. The other chapters are The Mental Master of Rodeo. He's the guy that explains the whole thing. The Perception of Potential. The Program. Rewriting the Program. Dealing with Your BS. The Fix-It Fallacy. Facing Your Fear. You Are Perfect. And Growth and Expectation. All of these things are essential for you to get your mind right when you're rodeoing, when you're competing, when you're just dealing with life. That's what I do every day. I help people to figure this out. I have studied intensively in this realm, and I can help you figure it out. I've done it before. We can do it again together if you're willing and you're ready. Click here, call me.